What's up, ladies and gents? This is KSigKid coming at you with another Destiny video. Today we're back to Destiny and we're going to be visiting Lord Shaxx. We're going to be opening up some of his weekly loot packages, and I believe we actually have 5 of them, so it's going to be a pretty big video. Also, I kind of just came back from the dentist, so I feel a little bit Novocaine in the mouth, which is going to make making this commentary just a little bit difficult. So typically whenever we do these Lord Shaxx videos, we show some Crucible gameplay and then we talk about what we're thinking about as far as the Crucible and some of the stuff as far as how to go ahead and get the Lord Shaxx Weekly bounties. But this week I want to go ahead and do things just a little bit different. I want to touch on yesterday's video. Yesterday's video was actually really important, not only for my channel, but just for the state of YouTube in general. If you're not familiar with the YouTube glitch or what's going on with my channel and many other channels across YouTube, please go ahead and watch the link to that video. But what I want to do is, I want to touch on a few things that I thought about after I put up yesterday's video, just thinking about some other things I wanted to touch on. So in that video, I made mention that I talked to my buddy Line, and I said one day on November 8th, I was like, wow man, I'm actually getting dominated on YouTube. I'm just getting my channel just crushed and killed. What am I doing wrong? And at that time, whenever I texted him, I was thinking that people just were stopping watching some of my old videos, my old big videos that are always running in the background there, that people typically go and visit a few hundred times a day, which actually helps to really boost up the views on my channel. And that's what I thought was happening, because I saw that happen before whenever the Taken King came out, and pretty much that reset the Destiny experience, and all of my old videos were no longer relevant because those glitches were no longer relevant in the game. But thinking about it now, that was actually pretty silly of me, because I could understand that happening for one video maybe, but why suddenly did all of my big old videos go down? It didn't make any sense. But once I started learning about this glitch from H3H3 and other YouTubers out there, it started making a whole lot more sense. So what I want to do is I want to actually show you some clips and snippets from some other YouTubers that are out there. Some big, some small, some much bigger than me. All of them are pretty much bigger than me. But some of them are huge channels, some of them are just channels that are just slightly bigger than mine, some of them are just medium-sized channels, and you can hear and listen to how these video glitch things are being reported, how they're being felt across the different content creators in YouTube. Because some people might say, well, you know what, Destiny, you know, it's kind of lacking some content right now, we're going through a little bit of a lull, or we will be going through a lull. And I understand that, but you're going to see that these video glitches are affecting people across all genres. In fact, the really interesting thing is that my video views are down to where they were in October 2015. So you can't tell me that the content in Destiny is drier than it was throughout all of 2016 before the Rise of Iron came out. It's not possible, it's not feasible, so that really doesn't end up working, and this glitch is something that's going to hurt so many channels if it keeps going on and if YouTube doesn't address it. So I just want to go ahead and show a couple different clips. If you want to see some of these other videos, I put a link to their full videos down below, and you can go ahead and watch their channel. Maybe you'll enjoy some of the content that they have. Again, it's not Destiny related, but it's other different content on YouTube.
Suddenly, it would happen about once a week where our new upload wouldn't show up on the home page, it wouldn't show up on the mobile phone, it wouldn't show up on the TV, it wouldn't show up on the recommended bar. It was almost just completely disappeared. And the only people that had access to it were people coming directly from the subscriber feed.
Comedy Shorts Gamer sparked a huge conversation today among the YouTube community about YouTube being glitched recently. So he made a new video saying, why is YouTube doing this? And he's explaining this video that whenever he uploads, he loses a ton of subscribers, like right away. It's like this weird glitch where right when he uploads, like he loses 100 subscribers instantly. It's very strange, and a lot of YouTubers have been noticing this recently as well. That's why it's been demotivating a lot of YouTubers to upload, because whenever they do upload, they lose a ton of subs. And whenever YouTubers decide not to upload now, they usually gain a bunch of subs as well.
Then so many other YouTubers hopped in on the conversation, expressing real concern that they think YouTube is actually dealing with a glitch. Comedy Shorts Gamer ended his video saying that this affects the whole community, both big and small YouTubers. He said this really affects smaller YouTubers as well, as the dip in subscribers would be a huge demotivator, and if they're experiencing this video after video, then they're likely to give up.
Every time you put up a video, you lose subscribers. And sometimes you don't put up a video at all and you still lose subscribers. I was watching my view count drop one day on a day I put up nothing. Like it got me to a point where I was scared to put up a video because every time I uploaded something, I would lose like 20, 30 people. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like these videos aren't getting dislikes. They're getting lots of likes actually. So what is happening? What am I doing? You know, and it made me scared to put up videos.
I've been hearing now about this fucking glitch. H3H3 Productions talked about it. Comedy Shorts Gamer talked about it. A bunch of people talked about it. And I knew it was real when I posted the video a couple hours ago, my new video. And I got a bunch of tweets, private DMs, saying, hey Andy, I didn't see your video on anything. On my subscription box, on my recommended feed, nothing. You are completely non-existent to YouTube right now.
So yeah, definitely some pretty heavy stuff there, and you can definitely feel the pain and see the frustration that some of these different content creators are going through. I definitely feel the frustration. I know that every time I go ahead and upload a video, I've got a chance of this thing being shown. I've got a chance of just automatically losing subscribers. It's not the greatest state to be in for YouTube. But anyway, that's the heavy stuff. That's the heavy stuff. Now we're going to go ahead and get to the bounties, get to the loot, because that's the good stuff. That's the gaming stuff. That's the stuff we want to be here for. We're going to start off on our hunter, and you can see that we've got 2 bounties here. This first one is Clash. We turn that in, we get a 77 wizard, and for our control one, we end up getting a super good advice, so that's awesome. So we got an exotic and a legendary. Let's take a look at this 77 wizard. Again, it's a super high impact fusion rifle, but it's going to be really hard to unseat my Saladin's Vigil. I just love that. Performance bonus is cool, hand-laid stock, it definitely needs a stability boost, but it comes at the cost of range, and that's just not good. The problem with the 77 wizard is, even if you get braced frame, then suddenly your magazine size is down to 3 instead of 4, and that's pretty low. Now time to go ahead and take a look at our super good advice. So this solar exotic machine gun is actually pretty cool. It's actually a lot of fun in PvE because you basically just fire until you're out of heavy ammo. Pretty cool, really interesting for some different PvE type events. I wish it had just a little bit more base stability without hurting any of its other stats, but it's an interesting and kind of a fun gun. Now we're on over to our Titan, and yet again, we've got 2 of these Lord Shaxx Weekly bounties. Starting off, we've got the 2020 AMR7 and another 77 wizard. So we're going to see if this wizard is any better than the one we already got, and taking a look at this sniper rifle, which I am just not a fan of right from the get-go. It's that super low impact sniper rifle. I just don't see a purpose for this being in the game at all. You definitely don't want to take this type into PvE, and in PvP, well, people already have their favorites there, so I'm not a fan of this thing at all. It's basically just infusion fuel for me. Moving on to our new 77 wizard. The first one that we got looked better than this one. This one doesn't give us any stability boost, so unfortunately, even though you can get a ton of range with rifled barrel essentially, it's not really going to work out that well, so womp womp for the Titan. Finally, for our Warlock, our last Lord Shaxx Weekly bounty, we get an Ill Will. So we're getting impact for days on weapons. You can see that impact on the Ill Will. It's already got a ton of range and explosive rounds, high caliber rounds, which wouldn't really be exactly the best on a slow firing hand cannon. But this gun could actually be just a fun gun to go ahead and use in PvE. It's really not a PvP style weapon, but in PvE, triple tap, explosive rounds, mulligan, not too bad, not too terrible. If only I had something called Vault Space. If only I had it. For real. But anyway, Lord Shaxx bounties, again, if you're looking to get up to that 400 light level, they are definitely worth doing. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your shacks, and I'll see you around in Destiny. #YouTube glitch.